Go. I just got to make sure I have you over here, TikTok. And is this new? Is this now? Is this now? Oh, there's 76 people watching. Hello. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Hi. Hello. Am I live everywhere else? Hi, thanks for the stargazing. I appreciate it. Today I'm wearing this 6-day shrug wrap. Usually I have the shrug on and it's like a little bit more orange. And this one's the shrug wrap and it has some other Andrew's here to count the rounds. No, I'm on TikTok too. But this is the shrug wrap, and I'm probably the worst person in the world to model this because it's supposed to go around your whole chest and body, and I'm too big for that. So mine's just, for me, it's just like a scarf and then the sleeves. But it is pretty, right? It's pretty. I did want something around my neck today. All right. Thank you, Andrew. How's it going with you? Did you get anything in the mail from me? Hi, Dee. All right, let me go ahead and put this up so you can see what I've got here on my desk. So before I start working on the tree skirt, I just thought I would show you that I have been working on a couple of other holiday projects. This isn't done yet, but I'm doing some table runners for some different holidays. This one is for Kwanzaa. I went online and looked up the colors because I don't know anything about Kwanzaa actually. So this is the Kwanzaa one. I started it with brown and I wanted to put the black stripe. I tried to make it look like the candles. They have a thing that looks like similar to a menorah. It has candles. It's not a menorah. I don't know what it's called though. And these colors are very symbolic. So I tried to arrange it the way that the colors of the candles are. Somebody can tell me if I did it wrong. And then I'm going to put the brown on top and do, I think, a row of brown, black, and gold around the edge. And so there's that. And then I did this one for Hanukkah. This is the Hanukkah one. Is it upside down? No, it's right. So I'm going to write these up. I don't know if I'll do a Christmas table runner or not. We have all those tree skirts. That's enough. That's enough Christmas for me. That's enough. Now I feel hot in this sweater. Okay. Working on the Supernova holiday tree skirt. Would you look at this monster? Would you look at the size of this? Well, Andrew, it should be coming soon. I hope it comes real quick for you. Yeah, I think I might have to take this off because now I'm too hot. Hi, Walisha Osborne shared the live video. Thank you so much. So I believe I finished off, my goodness, I can't even find the end of the work. It's super long. Okay, there's my end, my finished end. So let's see, what is this? This is that was row 2C, and I have row 3C, and row 4 to go. Hi, Alicia. Yes, I'm on TikTok. You all forced me to come over here because you made my pattern go viral on TikTok back in January. Now I'm a TikToker. I'm a TikToker. Yes, I sure am here. Excuse me. All right, let me get to work. I gotta pull up this pattern. I'm gonna have to release an edit of this pattern because I found a bunch of mistakes in it. Well, I mean, I found a bunch of typos and little tiny errors. I don't think it's anything that would keep anyone from being able to make it, honestly, but there were just like tiny inaccuracies. And then someone reached out to me today to say that the star blanket pattern is different online than it is in the paid version, so I need to check that too. Also, I think I put things in the bundles and then I forget when I do updates that I also have to update the bundle. So let's see, this is row 3. I'm changing to silver. Let me see, it's row 3C and it takes the place of row. Listen, I don't think I'm gonna do any more repeats of this, so this is gonna be it for me. But if you want to make your tree skirt even bigger than this one, you would continue to repeat these rows. Now I'm just gonna measure it real quick. It's hanging on the floor. You're obsessed with my patterns. Well, that's cool. I think I have to flip my view over here. Somebody's saying flip. No. There we go. Okay, is that my right hand? Yes, it is. Okay, great. All right. What was I saying? Okay, I remember. I was gonna measure. So I'm gonna measure this is the big point from the center out. So I've got 24 inches from the center. So this is gonna go out, you know, that far, 24 inches from the base of your tree. And if you want something bigger than that, you can keep going and do as many rows as you want of this, as many repeats as you want. You can keep going and make it bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to stop here for this one. But if you want to repeat, you from 3C, you'll have all the rows now, exactly how they go. 4, 5A, 6A, 7B, 2C, 3C, and you just repeat in that order. I keep them all numbered the same because 4 and 7 are always the single crochet row, 5 and 6 are always the double crochet row, and 2 and 3 are always the granny rows. Are you using a worsted weight? Yes, I am. This is Big Twist from Joann's, and let me see. It is a worsted weight, and I'm using a J hook. I crochet exclusively with the Furls Odyssey hook. All right, so I'm going to get started on row C. Let me just pull this silver through. Oh, the colors are white and gray of the Big Twist Twinkle. And I think I'm just finishing up my second skein of both colors. So you're going to need at least 3 of each. Okay, so row 3C starts with a chain 3. Let me come in just a little bit on YouTube so y'all can see what I'm doing. Chain 3, skip the space between the last double crochet and 3 double crochet. There's not really a space there, but I had to put that anywhere anyways so that people wouldn't get confused. And then you're going to 3 double crochet in the next space, repeating to the top of the mountain. This is the 6-day Supernova holiday tree skirt. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right. It is what it is over there. Thanks for the likes. Yeah, you could, if you're going to do the Supernova tree skirt, it's going to make a larger tree skirt. You have to, this one isn't just start it and stop whenever. You have to do 2 repeats of the pattern before you even add in the little points. And then you have to do at least 2 repeats after the little points for them to really show up in the project. So you have to make, you have to complete the pattern. So if you use worsted weight like I'm doing, you're going to end up with a big, big project. So you can, if you want a smaller tree skirt, you should either use the star or the superstar pattern, because you could stop those at any point, or use a 3 weight or a smaller weight yarn for the Supernova. Okay, when you get to the point, you're going to 3 3 3 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. Okay, and then 3 double crochet in each space going down, and then a DC3 together in this space and this space, before and after the DC3 together. Oh, and I don't know if Della is here. Della usually times me, so let me. All right, I'm cheating a little bit because I already did part of the row. I'm thirsty today. So who has their tree up? And if you don't celebrate Christmas, what do you do for your holiday besides a Christmas tree? Or do you decorate? What kind of decorations and traditions? I know we have Thanksgiving right around the corner. I mean, Thanksgiving's on Thursday, right? Is it possible to make one for a Charlie Brown tree? Just curious. Oh my goodness. That would be so freaking cute. You could use yellow and brown, like Charlie Brown's sweater. My sister just made one for a tree that she keeps in her bedroom year round. Thanks for following. Appreciate it. Okay, so now I'm down here to this DC3 together in the big skip fours. So I'm going to DC3 together here and here. Oops. If you have a teeny tiny tree that you want to do, like a really small tree skirt, I would do the Superstar and use like, you know, a thinner yarn than worsted. Okay. At the top of the point, it's 3 3 3 always. 1 2 3 double crochet, chain 3 3 double crochet. 1 2 3. Thanks for following. I don't know what to call you because you just have little symbols for your name. Little purple devil. Fire. All right. Double crochet 3 together before and after. The DC3 together in the row below. People were saying, I saw a post today about people were saying their least favorite Christmas Carol, and that Mariah Carey one was getting a lot of votes. I think if you ever have worked retail in your life, you've had the Mariah Carey song just worn out on you. I remember when I worked at Michael's, it was like every other song was that Mariah Carey song. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Oh my goodness. I think I hate that line, like, I don't want a lot for Christmas. Like, some people get nothing. I don't want a lot, okay? I don't want a lot, but I want some things. Yeah, that one came up too. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Grandma got run over by a reindeer, got a lot of votes. One person said my grandmother was run over by a car, so that triggers them. Which I can imagine. You like Grandma got run over by a reindeer. The kids used to sing it to you. Santa Baby by Eartha Kitt. Hi. This just seems too zoomed out, and I don't know how to get off this. There we go. Okay. See if that's better. It's the 6-day Supernova holiday tree skirt. I've got this row, one more row after it, and an edge to do. It has a candy cane icicle edge. Ooh, it's getting out of control. My last row that I did on a live took me, I think it was 44 minutes. So it's at that stage where it's grown really large. It's a mouthful of awesome. You got that right. All my patterns are called the 6-day. Well, not all of them, but most of them. All of them that have this chevron are called 6-day whatever. I probably shouldn't wear this thing. It's too small for me. But I like having the sleeves on in my lives. I should just make some little arm warmers. In fact, I think I will. Hello. Welcome, Mauro from Mexico. Hola. I was making some teddy bear keychains, but I got cold, so I'm back to my poncho. Yep. Sounds like a plan. Now I have that Mariah Carey song stuck in my head. If I would have made a 6-day hexagon cardigan to wear, I probably wouldn't be cold right now. Yep. could have put that on too. I really like that actually. It's really nice and cozy to wear. Did you see today on Facebook somebody took a 6-day Superstar Supernova blanket and made it into a sweater? What's stopping you? Can you put the tree skirt on pause? Stopping me? I am not pausing this tree skirt. I'm not doing anything else on lives until this tree skirt is done. I ended up with 27 cakes of mandala tweed stripes in one particular color. So I'm going to be making sweaters out of that. I'm gonna make myself a couple of sweaters with that yarn because I have so ding dong much of it. I ended up with it by accident. But I think the tree skirt was a good project for you to make, though, Amy. Your first 6-day project out the gate. It's pretty impressive. You know I wouldn't send them back. Hey Melinda, I stop at the end of every row and lay out my work then. Yeah, I lay it out at the end of the row. If I stopped every time someone asked me, I'd never get done. It's really big too. It's just like really big and difficult to, awkward to work on right now. I bet they did. Selena was enjoying helping you decorate. That's so sweet. Thanks for following. I did a little bit of cleaning. I cleaned my coffee table and I moved some stuff around getting ready for the tree, but I still haven't put it up. I still haven't dragged it out from the basement. Well, not the basement, but the shed downstairs. I haven't decided. I kind of want to get a bigger tree. I told myself I would do that today, but I didn't. I worked on something else. It took me all day. Aw. Well, that's true. Oh, Holly. Holly says, I'm always so jealous and sometimes envious to those who can crochet this quickly. I've been doing this for so long, and it's the longer you do it, the faster you get. And if you want to help yourself go faster, there are a couple things that you can do. Relax your hands, relax your body, support your body with pillows, etc. The proper chair, good posture, all those things. And then use an ergonomic hook so that your hands can relax. The more relaxed you are, the faster you can go. And then what I think why I am able to go fast is that it's economy of movement. So you don't want to be like using a lot of twisting like this with your wrist. You want to looks like my hand's just a little off screen for TikTok. You want to let me just fix that. I don't know what's going on with me today. Why this is like looking so weird. Yeah, so you want to be like, you want to use your fingers. So rather than like scooping the yarn, you're using your fingers to twist the hook. Okay, so this is the action of the yarn, of the hook, is like this, right? Not so much. I'm minimizing my wrist movement, and those things will help keep you from, they'll help prevent injury. Also, the more relaxed your hands can be, the less prone to injury you will be. And it's muscle memory, so it just takes years and years to go that fast. Unless you're Jonah. I don't know how he got to be so fast as young as he is. Now people are going to ask me to spread it out again because it's so low. I need to adjust this again because it's just not right. And I'm having a hard time staying on camera on both devices. I wish that I could support, but cannot afford it. Can't afford what? I'm sorry. You have bad joints all over, especially in your fingers. Oh my goodness. Well, ergonomic hooks are a must. A must. If you have bad joints, all the more reason to invest. It's telling me that it costs money to send gifts and roses. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. I offer all my patterns, almost all of them are free on my website, with an ad-free PDF option. But an easy way to support me and also to get free patterns is just to, work a pattern off my website. Just go check out my site for free. Depending on how you hold your hook, not all ergonomic hooks are the same. I use the Furls Odyssey, but they're good for people with that use an overhand hold, butter knife hold. I think they. You're welcome, Holly. Have a good night. I want to maybe make some Christmas ornaments with seashells. I feel like that could be fun. Okay, now I'm going to start singing Millie Kilikimaka in my head because I have Mariah Carey on repeat and I don't really like it that much. That's what I get for talking about it. Thanks for following. Oh my goodness. This tree skirt is huge. It's only 20 after 8. I don't remember what time I popped on. I was going to say I usually start right at the top of the hour, but I don't think I did that today. So I don't want to look at the timer until I'm done. Oh my gosh, I have so much more to go. This is a long project. Now, since I changed the edge on this one, the real question, should I undo the edge on the other one and redo it? The one I made last year when I designed it. The answer is going to be no. I tried to, oh my goodness, not tried to, I did have to take out the bit of edging I had done on this on the other live, and it was pretty much, it was a pain to frog. I'm not gonna lie, it was a pain in the butt. Is anyone cooking or getting ready, prepping, doing holiday meal prep? What are we prepping? Waiting for my new Christmas tree to arrive before I start the tree skirt. Thanks for the likes and thanks for sharing the video. I'm just plugging away at this 6-day Supernova holiday tree skirt. It's made with Big Twist Twinkle worsted weight yarn with a little bit of sparkle. The names of the colors are white and gray. Hey JR, the plant and bird guy. Thanks for following. I have some plants here that I used to have a lot of plants, but when I used to be married to this Navy guy and we moved around all the time, and so I got out of the habit of keeping plants. We moved to Hawaii for 3 years, and you can't take any plants, so I got out of the habit of keeping plants at that time. And then when we moved back, it was such a toxic environment. The plants would die, they would not live. So now I'm here on my own. I live on the beach and I'm insanely happy, and I have all these plants now, and they're all thriving. A lot of them are pineapples that I bought to eat and then cut the tops of them off and just planted them, rooted them and planted them, and they're doing amazing. But when I repotted them, they got gnats. So one of them is like, the dirt is just loaded with friggin' gnats. So I've been trying to get rid of those gnats. I left the pineapples outside because I think they can kind of handle it. It's been getting really cold, but I've left them outside before when I lived in Newburgh. I mean, it used to snow there. I used to bring them in when it snowed, but yeah, I just don't want to bring them in and fill the house up with gnats again. Like, I had gnats. I still have gnats. Like, my gnats are still like annoying, but it was bad because the house was like full of them. I had all these gnat traps everywhere, and I have a catchy for them and these little sticker things, and oh my goodness, jars of red wine sitting under lights. I'm like, they always fly into my red wine, so let me just put some of that out for them because they seem to like it. So the little thing that I bought, these little apple looking things that you're supposed to put apple cider vinegar in, I put wine in them instead. They work better with wine. Sorry, I had like a snaggy nail. And then I went on Etsy and I bought these little cuttings and I rooted them. One of them died. One of them didn't make it, but the other four did. I had five, and one of them didn't make it. And three of them rooted almost immediately, grew roots, and then the other one, it took a lot longer, but it's got a nice root now, and it has a new leaf growing up on it. And all those the other three that rooted right away, and I planted them in some soil and pots, and they are getting new leaves. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I'm happy and I can grow plants again. I was not able to grow plants in that other place. The bad place. The bad place where I lived with the bad man. It's not funny. It's not funny, but it is. Oh, heavens. Good grief. Merry Christmas. Hey, Arnie, thanks for the follow. What are everybody's favorite things to eat on Thanksgiving? And do we like turkey? I personally love turkey. I am not going to cook one this year. I'm going to go eat in a restaurant for Thanksgiving. All I have to really do is think up some like good snacks and stuff to have with my sister while she's here. She's pretty easy to feed. I haven't decided on anything yet. I used to cook a turkey, but I was like the only person that liked it. But I used to use, when I did cook a turkey, I did Tom Colicchio's butter, herb garlic butter, herb butter recipe. I forget. I think it was herb butter. And you make the herb butter and you put it all over and underneath the skin of the turkey, and then you keep basting it with this butter, and it's wonderful. It's a really good recipe. So I did that recipe for a few years, and then I moved out, and I was just living with my kids, just me and them, and I didn't have a really big kitchen. I had this tiny kitchen with barely any counter space at all, and it was really hard to cook big meals there. And on the holidays, I would just ask them, like, what do you guys really want to eat? Like, do you like this traditional food? Because they're like really, my kids were always really adventurous eaters when they were little. And my daughter for a long time thought she was Japanese. She's not, but she thought she was. And so she loves, they both love Asian food. Um, my daughter loves sushi and Japanese food. My son doesn't really even eat meat besides fish. And I was just like, well, what do you guys like? Like, I'm going to cook some food for us for the holiday. And I just want to cook your favorites. And they were like, the green beans that I make really good green beans. I'll say that. I make really good green beans. So they wanted those. And the stuffing, they like the stuffing, which I would just do in the crock pot. And I did this I used to do this sriracha glazed salmon, and it's a recipe I got off the internet, and I would make that. They like that. I think they said they wanted crab cakes, so I made crab cakes and salmon and the stuffing, and it was just a bunch of different stuff that didn't really go together, but that's what we had. It was still way too much food. And then pickles, everybody always loves like the pickles and the nibbles and the cheese and cracker kind of stuff. I used to do Christmas cookies every year, pies, the whole deal. It's gonna be me and my daughter. I'm so excited for Christmas this year. We'll probably do some traveling and go see family, but it's gonna be me and her for like a whole week. So excited. I don't even care what we eat. I'll eat like crackers and drink water. So excited to have my daughter here. I hope nothing goes wrong with her job, or she gets called back, or somebody quits, or anything like that that would keep her from coming and staying here the whole time. I mean, I will cry, seriously. Everyone's crocheting. No one wants to type in comments. Lucky I got the gift of gab. Sit here and talk all day. So, Amy, are you still working on your hat? Or did you finish your hat? How did it come out? You started over. You know there's a video, right? I mean, you watched me do the live. It might be hard to find on my YouTube channel because it was one of the live videos that I haven't edited yet. If you don't edit it and do like the description and the SEO, then it's hard to find. I started over because I didn't pay attention to the directions. Could you say it a little louder for the people who email me telling me that I'm the worst? Or the people that email me and ask me the questions that are already in the pattern. Amy's my sister, so I can talk to her like that. Do foundation single crochet this time. I'm almost at the end of the row. Did you all see the new Will Ferrell Christmas movie? I love Will Ferrell so much, but I didn't like it as much as Elf. There will never be another movie as funny as that to me. Andrew says, woo woo, let me get my ding on. Seriously, it's like been the whole live I've been on the same row. I have to make something smaller after this because dang! You watched Elf with the kids. I love that movie. It's the best. Dings are, yes, it's true. It's like, geez Louise, gotta sit here for an hour watching her crochet, listening to her stupid stories, just so I can go ding ding. It ain't worth it, lady. Hi, it's Katie. Hey. How are you, my friend? I don't think I've ever seen you over here. Oh, I'm almost there. Oh, dying here, dying. This thing is so big. Scrolling on TikTok instead of crocheting a Christmas present. Well, stop your scroll, my friend, and pick up your project. Tell Mama Beth all about it. Okay. Now I know my timer's, Della's saying 46 minutes. Wow. My timer says 47. I'm going to go with 46. I have lots of leftover sage, so I'm making a honeycomb pattern for her. Oh, that's nice. I got to take this off. It's too much. Too hot. I'm not cold. I'm hot. Oh, ding, 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 round over. Woo. Yes, it is. The round is over. Oh. Insane. Okay. Now that I have done, yes, it says repeat rows 4, 5A, 6A, 7B, 7C, 3C to desired length. Then repeat row 4 once more. Continue to edge. All right. Here we go. Row 4. Gentlemen, start your engines. Row 4. I'm starting my timer. And this is a single crochet row, and I don't have to explain it. It's single crochet in every stitch on 3 single crochet in the chain 3 spaces at the peaks. So let's see how fast I can do it. Don't no one distract me. Don't no one distract me, and don't no one ask me to stop. Do not. I don't care if you can't see what I'm working on. You can see enough. I'm trying to be on YouTube over here too and stay in the center of my frame over there. That's better. Now you can see more. TikTok. Hey. Do not distract me. I will do this fast. You will never finish the hat? Come on. Well, I have a suggestion. You could try Maya's roommate's hat instead. It's much easier. Unless you really want the hat, you're doing Invisible Woman hat. You want the one your hair or ponytail sticks out the back. You made a hat on your new Addie. Was it fun? You love it. I didn't like mine. I gave it away. I didn't have an Addie though. I got one of the cheap ones. I did not I could not get the hang of taking it off without dropping a bunch of stitches. And I tried all the things that were suggested, and I dropped a bunch of stitches all the time. And I tried all the things that were suggested for that too. And I just thought, this is like learning a whole new, it's like learning a whole new thing. Yeah, I did that too. And I didn't want to learn a whole new craft, right? To me, it felt like learning a new craft. I thought it was going to be easier because I thought I would already know how to do it. Because I already know how to knit. And I didn't enjoy it. I also thought it would be fun to like take it to a craft show and let people, wind it and try it themselves. And I couldn't even get it going on my own, let alone enough to like take it out in public and let people play with it, I will not be distracted. Or it's not so much being distracted because I can talk and crochet at the same time, but it's if I let myself start going slower. One of my friends makes socks on an antique sock machine. Yeah, there's a lady on TikTok that does it. Her name is something Amy. She does socks on a sock knitting machine, and they're really cool. It's fun to watch her. And there's a lady in the McKnitiverse, her name is Pat, who is aspiring to purchase one so she can make socks. Hi, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm trying to go fast right now. Thanks for joining, everyone. My goodness. Fun to see everyone's name pop up on the screen. Thanks for following. I'm trying to go fast. Oops. You still with me, Amy? Did you give up on the hat? Or are you checking out the other one? I don't remember. What's that Ferris wheel like to frog? Did you frog the whole hat? That's what you're using, right? Ferris wheel. I don't even want to check to see where I'm at because I can tell I still have a long way to go. And I don't want to waste time. But I know the people are going to be like, spread it out. We can't see. Frog means you ripped it out. Rip it, rip it. Rip it, rip it is frogging. And tinking is undoing it one stitch at a time, which is more of a knitting thing. In knitting, if you want a frog, you have to take the needles out of all the stitches and just rip it back. And sometimes if the mistake is just a few stitches back, you can just kind of unknit one stitch at a time, which is also called tinking, which is knit spelled backwards. Oh, I said nobody distract me and slow me down. And my camera needs a new. Yeah, I think that yarn can be a little bit hard to frog. Sorry, I kept going while the camera was coming back online. Sorry, YouTube. Three single crochet in each of the chain through three spaces and single crochet. This is row 4. This is the big twist Twinkle in gray and white. And I'm using a J hook, which is a Furls Odyssey ergonomic hook. It was not like one wrong stitch, it was the whole of rows 2 and 3. Hi, Shawana. Thanks for following. Trying to go fast. Let me see, what else can I tell you about this yarn? It is worsted weight. Each skein has about 380 yards, and this is, I'm still on the second skein of each color. I think you really need 3, because I know that the edge is gonna use a lot. So I don't remember exactly how many yards I put on the pattern, but this is what I'm telling you now. You need 3 of each for this one. And you can't really make it smaller than how I'm making it unless you use a 3 weight or a lighter weight yarn. You have to do all these rows. You have to do at least one repeat of rows 2C and 3C, which is what I did here, and then finish with 4. Like, this is the minimum length of the blanket. Otherwise, you just have those little points in there and they don't really do much. This project looks better when it's bigger. Like, this is the small point here and this is the larger point. So you don't even add it in until, you've already done 2 repeats, and then you have to do like 2 or 3 repeats for it to really even show. So this is like the minimum, I think. I think it would look good with one more, but I'm not going to do one more because I'm done. I'm done. And honestly, I don't know how you all do these king size blankets and these ginormous blankets that y'all make, because to be honest, I'm just no. I do like a blanket that starts in the center and goes out. That is a work of joy. I love, I love yarn economy, like yarn, maximizing my yarn use and minimizing the leftover. I don't like having a lot of leftover. And I feel like going from the center out, it's like a great way to use up what you've got. And I think the star blanket is an amazing scrap blanket. Never even occurred to me to make it up as one until that video went viral. I think I'm a little past halfway. This is the 6-day Supernova holiday tree skirt. All my patterns are free on my website, bettymcknit.com, or ad-free PDF purchased on my TikTok store. The yarn is Big Twist Twinkle in gray and white, and I'm using a J hook. There are 3 6-day star tree skirt variations. One is the 6-day star, which has 7 points of equal, no, it has 9 points of equal sizes. The Superstar, which has 17 points of equal sizes, smaller points, and it is more circular than star shaped. And then the Supernova has 9 large points and 8 smaller points. I think the Supernova is the most striking. I think that the Superstar is the cutest because it's a circle. It's more like a circle. I don't know why. For some reason, I really like that. And then the star is the most like classic looking. And I gave them all different edges, but you can mix and match. The star has the simple candy cane border. The Superstar has the candy cane with pom-poms. And this one used to just have icicle fringe, but now it has twisted. I changed it to do twisted candy cane with fringe, with twisted fringe. I'm almost done with this row. This is my last row, and I'm timing myself. It's a single crochet row, so there was no thinking required. And I was determined to do it fast, so we'll see how I did. I have a feeling it's been like, I don't know, 20 minutes already. I'm not looking at the timer. I'm just doing my thing. Three single crochet in each of the chain 3 spaces, and single crochet across. Every other stitch gets a single crochet. Thanks for joining. Hi everyone. Welcome. I'm making the 6-day Supernova holiday tree skirt. It's one of 3 crocheted tree skirts I have. They're based on the 6-day star, Superstar, and Supernova blanket patterns. Almost there. Ooh, I'm almost out of yarn too. My little last little skin of that's like that just a little bit of wimpy skein what I've got left just fell on the floor. Fell off the desk and onto the floor. Well, it was, I mean, I was saying skin because it was like, I don't know, what was that movie where they, like the body snatchers, where you just see like the skin of something? Well, I stop at the end of every row and show the project, so um, I'll be doing that in just a minute. I'm almost at the end of the row here, and then I'll spread it out, but I don't stop in the middle of the row. Sorry. Oh, I know. I was thinking that. I was thinking that too when I went, it just fell right off the floor, but it was like, it's just like the poor, just like skin left of the skein with all its guts have been sucked out. There's just so little of it left. All right, let me, 26 minutes. 26 minutes. Wow. I'm really proud of. So, and I can't even show the whole thing because it's huge. So I'll just show as much as I can. This is only like 3 of the 17 points that it has. It's a tree skirt for a large tree. I can't even show the whole thing. Here's where it starts, all the way down here. It's ginormous. It's a tree skirt. It's a holiday, it's a Christmas tree skirt. It's the 6-day Supernova holiday tree skirt. This is what makes it the Supernova, right? Is this extra little point that comes up in between. The star doesn't have that. It just has the big points. Woo, I'm so excited that that only took 27 minutes. Okay. Edging. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the edging on this. And then I think I'm going to stop. Am I right in thinking the white is supposed to be snowflakes? I guess. I was just doing it for fun because the project was getting so big and the rows were taking longer and longer and longer, and I was just curious. I was just getting curious about. Also because I was trying to finish in 6 days, but I did, uh, let me see. I did a 6 day crochet along like a week ago. I think it ended a week ago. And I don't remember, to be honest, exactly, but might have been 2 weeks at this point. Uh, but all my projects are called the 6 day whatever, and I was trying to do the star, the superstar, and the supernova all in the 6 days. And when I do go live, if it's a project I've never done on a live before, I do it as like a live tutorial filming. So I had, I'm just winding up some yarn TikTok. Y'all can't see me doing that, but that's what I'm doing. This is the end. This is the end of this yarn. This is the end of my second skein of gray. And I'm just rolling it up because it was pathetic, looking like dead skin of itself on the floor. It rolled off the floor, rolled off my desk, and onto the floor. It was looking pathetic. That's enough. That's enough of that. So I have another one of those. This is how much I have left of the second skein of the white. I have another partial skein of white sitting here, which I would love to use instead, but I'm not going to because I want to kind of track how much yarn. That's something when you're a designer you have to think about. You have to think about everybody, not just yourself. Not just what would be easiest for you. I sound like a mom. That's why I call myself a crochet mama. I'm your crochet mama. There's your guilt trip. All right, where's Andrew? Ding, 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 edge round one. Edging. So this is what it says. It says, at the end of your last row, which should be a single crochet row, it should just say row 4 at the end of your last row 4. Make 3 single crochet. Where's the end of that yarn? I just had it. I'm changing colors here. So that was the end of row 4. And now I'm changing back to white because I just want to do this edge in white. Okay, so I have to it says make 3 single crochet in the last stitch. Okay, so this is the last stitch of my row 4. I already did 1. Now I'm doing 2 more. 1, 2. Okay. Begin working down the sides of your rows to finish off the opening of the skirt. Use the turning chains, the single crochet and double crochet stitches as foundation chains, working under 2 threads of each stitch and leaving 1 thread below. Okay, so I'm just gonna, this is a turning chain. I'm gonna pretend it's a foundation chain and I'm gonna single crochet into it. Okay, now you all will want to know, how many do I do? Do I do 2 single crochet in each one? And I'm just here to tell you that there is no set rule for that. I generally do 2 single crochet into the side of every double crochet, 1 single crochet into the side of every single crochet, but it varies and you just have to work your own tension and figure it out as you're going down the side. And lay it down and look at it often, okay? Keep laying it down and looking at it. Lay it down and look at it. Did I say lay it down? Lay it down and look at it, because you don't really know when you're holding it in your hands, okay? And then what I do as I'm working my way down, I have these ends, and you saw what I did when I change a color. I just flip the ends over the working yarn, and I just kind of anchor them there, and then I deal with them late when I come back. So now I'm doing my edge, and it's time to deal with them. So this silver, I'm going to put this way. I'm going to lay it this way across the silver, and the white I'm going to put across the white, and I'm just going to work over them for like 1 or 2 stitches next to where it's joined, and then the rest of it I'm going to leave hang, and I'm going to weave it in at the end of the when I'm all done. And no one hates weaving in ends more than I do, but I never tie knots. Don't listen to these people who just call things magic just to make you think it's better. The shortcuts are often not really better. And I'm sorry to disappoint a lot of people by saying magic knot is not worth it. I'm probably going to get some hate. Well, I'm your crochet mama. It's my job to give you the tough love. So now I'm just working over the white one for 2 or 3 stitches. And it just, I don't like working over yarn. I would never work over a tail and like not do anything else with that tail. It's not secure. You have to go back and weave it in, or it'll come out. It can come out. I don't know that a Christmas tree skirt is going to maybe get as much wear and tear as something like a blanket. I guess it depends how long you've had it and if you wash it and all those things. But I'll tell you what, I had to take apart an edge like this earlier this year or last year. I don't remember exactly when that was that I did that. I think that was earlier this year or late last year. I took apart an entire edge, and because my cats had snagged it and someone else had made it, but they did what I'm doing right now with their edges, and I could not get that thing out. I had to work so hard to pull that out. It was secure without a doubt. So do not take your chances on knots. I feel like this is like a typical thing your mom would say, you know. Don't tie knots. Make your bed. Eat your vegetables. 2 of your sold blankets have been chewed up by puppies. Oh my gosh. tell me they don't want you to repair it. Lay it down and admire it often and look it over and make sure it's flat. Because if you do too many stitches into the side, it's going to ruffle. And if you don't do enough, it's going to pucker. Okay? So you have to do what's right for your tension. And that might not be that might not be 2 stitches for every double crochet or 2 for every chain 3 going up the side. And if you do things like, sometimes I chain 4 instead of 3 on the side where the pattern says do 4. Or the pattern says do 3 and I do 4. Well, if you have extra stitches like that, you're not going to be able to, if you put a single crochet in every one, it's going to ruffle. So you can't. You have to just eye it up, and you have to trust yourself that you can do it and make it lie flat. And you don't need instructions for, how many to put in. You don't need it to be exact. She wanted me to repair it. I'd charge her. Yeah, of course. Of course you would. Oh, and I don't work around the stitches or into the holes here because it's not as even. It doesn't look as even to me. So that's why I don't do it. My favorite books about edges are Edie Ekman's books. She has, she might have more books about edging than these two, but my favorite two are Around the Corner Crochet Borders and Every Which Way Crochet Borders. And this is how she does her base round of edges in her books. And she says the same thing I do. It's not always going to be 2 stitches in every stitch, like knitting, is like 2 for every 3. But crochet, for whatever reason, doesn't follow the same rules as knitting. That's for sure. And I'm just working over those ends that are coming out of the side for 1 or 2 stitches, and then I'm leaving them hang, and I'll weave them in later. And then when you do weave in your ends, you want to make sure you go in one direction and then the other. You want that thread to change directions at least once. That will keep it from coming undone. You can tie a knot if you want, but don't come crying to me when it comes undone, because I'll be the one saying, I told you so. I mean, I'll probably be nice. I'll probably genuinely feel bad. But just don't do it. Listen to Mama. I talked to my friend Trav today. He is the one that started calling me Mama when I was at UH, because I think I was like 38 when I went to grad school, and all the undergrads were like super young, and they're all like my best friends now. They're like grown up with grown up jobs and you know, kids, and but they were like, you know, fresh out of high school way back then. But he's the one that started calling me mama in the first place, and I talked to him today. He's always so sweet. He's like, I'm proud of you, mama. He always tells me that. Okay, so when you get to the corner, you do 3 in the corner, and now I'm at the bottom of my chain, my foundation chain, right? And my first row of single crochet. So I'm just going to work right under that. However many I went under, if I went under 1, I should have 2 threads from the chain left. Or if I went under 2, I don't remember what I did. So you just go across. This is the opening of the tree skirt where it goes around the base of the tree. And you can also, if you have an artificial tree, you know, that you can just put a tree skirt with a hole in it on, and you want to use the star blanket. I do give instructions for how to make this without the opening, where you just have the hole in the middle. This pattern is actually a little bit more than circular. So it has like an extra point in the back where you can overlap it. So it doesn't have any button closure or Velcro or anything like that. It's just overlapped. I'm just working under the bottom of my see you later, Katie. Good seeing you on here. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, and then the last stitch, 1, 2, 3 in the corner. Trying to get over to YouTube to that chat. Okay. I got bad guys over on okay, there we go. All right, let me get back over to the TikTok. All right, so then I do the same thing going up the other side. You work into the sides of the stitches, just like it's a foundation chain. And I just find it much more, I'm just going to go into that hole, much more even than working over the stitches themselves. It's tedious though, you know, just like working into a starting chain, you know. It's tedious. You can't just fly along like you can, you know, on a regular single crochet row or whatever. I haven't been down to the beach today. I like going down at night when no one's there. Okay, let me just work over this guy for at least one stitch. Whoops. I think this will be enough yarn for just this edge. We'll see. Oh, I need white for the border now too. Now that I'm doing a candy cane icicle border. Who ever heard of such a thing? Hi everyone, bunch of people popping onto the live right now. Welcome. I'm making the 6-day Supernova holiday tree skirt and I'm working on the edge. Hi, thanks for the follow. Oops, I missed that one. Well, let me go back and work over it for one stitch. I want to get the silver, you know, down going in the direction of the silver. So now I can take it under the bottoms of these stitches and then down into the silver and hide it really good. Then I'm going to work over the white for just one or two stitches. I don't work over it the whole time. I don't just work over tails and leave them. That would never work. I found that out the hard way, and I had an entire project come undone because I did magic circle or magic loop or whatever. I know there's like a magic circle in crochet and a magic loop, I think, is knitting when you do the socks on a long circular, which is a technique I also don't enjoy. But I did magic circle for the to start the little, they weren't granny squares, but they were little motifs, a bunch of crochet motifs, and I did use magic circle to start them, and I worked over my ends because the pattern said just work over your ends to secure them. And so that's what I did. And guess what? that thing fell apart. First time I washed it. Feel something loose here. It's because it's this end over here. Yeah, and see also this end is going this way. See when I pulled it, how it tightened everything up. So now I'm going to make it change directions. And that will go a long way to keep it from, what am I doing here? I got to pull through here. Okay. That'll go a long way towards keeping it from unraveling. Okay, now this one, see how it's going this way, right? When I pull it this way, it tightens up. So I'm going to put it back over where it matches. Okay, I only have to do it for like one stitch. Purpose is just to get those yarns going in the opposite direction. And then let's see it, because I haven't laid this down for a while. You have to keep, see, I'm puckering a little bit because I'm not laying it down and checking it enough. Okay, so it's got a little bit of a pucker. See down here, I should have made a few more stitches down in there, but I'm getting tired and this is tedious. You have to have stamina, you know, when you do a big project. You have to have stamina. That's why a lot of us have a bunch of whips, because we have no stamina. And we get bored. It's like, this was fun for 8 stitches. Now I want to do something else. Now I want to make a hat or a hexagon cardigan. I want to work on something else now. Almost there. It's like working your very first single crochet row into a foundation chain. It's never fun. Thanks for following. Woo! I didn't time myself for that, but I know it was a ding dong. Ding dong. Ding Ding, ding. Edge row is done. Amy, do you want to send me a picture of it? Six-day Supernova holiday tree skirt deserves its own song. It does. It deserves its own song. I'm just reading my edge. Now I have to change it. I'm probably not going to do any changing today. I'm gonna let this one sit for another day and finish it up. Will I finish it up on a live? I don't know if I'm gonna finish the whole thing on a live, not gonna lie, but I will come on once I've updated the border, and I'll demonstrate the border for a little while, and then we'll have that for video. But not going to do the whole border because I know that is going to take literally hours. Hours. Well, it's been fun. This was a fun one. I started out with a sweater on though, and now I have no sweater on. Hey Andrew, would you like to come on live for a minute before I go? Let me say goodbye to YouTube. Bye YouTube.